Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I am super excited to be showing you guys these 4 knives I got here. All of them which cost under $100, and that is the theme of today's video. 4 quality EDC knives for under $100. So yeah, let's just get right into it. And the first one we're going to be talking about is the Kershaw Mini Natrix, the Mini Copper Natrix. So we got the copper scales, we get the D2 blade, I'm pretty sure, yes, that is right. And then as you can see, the copper is starting to get a little bit tarnished. Copper does that. Some people do the shipwreck where they add some ammonia. I'm not sure exactly how people do it, I've never done it before, but you can get some pretty cool results. But yeah, when I first got this knife and I was messing around with it, I wasn't entirely certain about the action, and then just recently I discovered that this can actually be reverse flicked, aka spidey flicked, with this fuller. At first I just thought this fuller was just too like smooth and shallow, couldn't really be used for that. I couldn't really figure it out at first, and to be honest, when I first got this I didn't really have my reverse flicking action way down, so and then once I did a lot on other knives, I picked this one up and I was like, dang, this makes this knife way better in my opinion, because the reverse flick action, I mean, it's a small knife, so with bigger hands, it sometimes can be a challenge to get your hand in the right position to flick it open with your finger, or like that, or to flick it like that. It just takes some kind of muscle memory, I guess. But yeah, and then next we got the CRKT. This is the M21-12 SFG model. This has the 1.4116 steel. This is a super unique knife. It's got like the definitely tactical combat design. It has 2 different locks on it. It has this lock and it has the liner lock. Both have to be actuated to close it, and I've gotten pretty good at doing it with one hand, just bam, just like that. I just hit the liner lock first with my thumb, and then I hit that with my middle finger, and then yeah, it takes some getting used to, but so yeah, this is just a traditional flipper. It can also be thumb flicked just like that, and you can also use this as a wave, so when you're pulling it out of your pocket, this will snag on your pocket and fly open, which is pretty unique. So it has a total of like 3 different ways of deploying it, which is pretty cool. And not the best steel on this, but I do like this knife. They have really effective serrations. Ergonomics are good, useful, pretty small knife. This is about the $60 range. This is about $70 range, 70 to 80. When I got it, at least I got it a couple years ago. So I'm not sure what the price would be on that one now, but this next one is a unique one. I'm not sure a lot of you will have seen it before, but this is the Buck Tempest, the assisted auto. Super cool freaking knife. Buck is still around. They're still doing pretty cool things. They're coming out with some more higher end knives as of lately. This is not one of them. This is an older model, but this is pretty sweet. It's got the assisted action and it has the lock here. Yeah, super solid. This has the what is the steel on this again? Let's see. This is the ATS 34 steel, which is supposedly a premium steel. It's got good, has high carbon content. Don't quote me on that. I don't know a whole lot about that steel, to be honest, but it does hold up pretty well. As you can see, this is one of my users. This is also one of my users, one of my work carries that I switch off and on with. And pocket clip on this has a fast deploy pocket clip, so the tip of the handle just sticks out of your pocket a little bit, And it's kind of got like a Hinderer design to it, which is cool. And these you can get, I'm not sure if you can buy these new anymore, but new they're like 80 bucks. And the final knife is, this is the Tucson TS201. This knife was, I think I got it for like $40-50 from eBay, from DWin99, which is the direct seller for Tucson knives. When I first got this, I was pretty skeptical and I didn't really like it. Felt pretty cheap, the G10, but after messing with it and realizing, after messing with it, I realized a few things about it. It's actually pretty dope. Like, it's got this nice cutout for the lock bar. The lock bar is super accessible. It's got 14C28N, super manageable, still super easy to sharpen. Has this nice sleek satin finish. Oh, it's very dirty. Hold up. That didn't do much to help, but maybe I should just start cleaning my blades before the videos. But not a huge fan of the harpoon, but it's kind of cool, I guess. You got the jimping on the spine. I do like how there's like a hollowed out flipper tab. That looks cool. The flipper tab slightly curved up with the jimping works really well. Action, super easy to deploy. Like, you can do the thumb flick. Action is super nice. It's also almost drop shutty. And yeah, when I first got it, there was like the edges on the G10 were kind of sharp. I actually took my Dremel and I kind of sanded them down just a little bit, and it made a huge difference to the ergonomics. And before I did that, it felt just kind of cheap, the G10, cheap and plasticky, and yeah, but pretty good for a G10 though, I would say. And Tucson, this is one of their better budget knives, I would say. Alright, so we're going to do some quick measurements on these bad boys. So the buck Tempest got about 7.5 inches overall length. The blade length is exactly 3 inches, which is convenient. The Tucson TS201, 8.2 inches, blade is 3.5 inches. The handle is 4.2 inches. Handle on this one is also 4.2 inches about. CRKT, 7.1 inches, blade is 3 inches, handle is 4 inches. The Kershaw Copper Mini Matrix is 6.2 inches, blade is just under 3 inches, and the handle length is 3.5 inches. Alright guys, I do actually have a review video on this knife. I'll put the link in the description for that if you would like to see it. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. 4 knives under $100. These 4 knives here are good options for EDC. If you're on a budget looking for something, like I said, under $100, you can find some cheaper options that are also good quality. I'm gonna make a separate video on a little bit cheaper options. I'm also gonna make another separate video on a little bit more expensive options over the $100 range. So subscribe if you'd like to see those. Have a good evening. Peace.